our Friday night webinar, Friday night live. I'm coming to you live from a little town called Welacca, Florida, on the north end of Lake George, the fish camp up here. I figured out how to get internet. Had my new phone to do it. But, my name's Ron Hulbert, and I live in Orlando. I'm a retired police officer. I joined OnPassive in December of 2020, and I've never, ever been excited as I am right now, because we're on the move, folks. The boat is ready to launch, and so if you still got friends and stuff out there, make sure you share it with them, because it's getting ready to go. Right now, I'd like to introduce my beautiful co-host, Lynn Nakamoto. Go ahead, Lynn.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. We're glad that each and every one of you took the time to come and be with us. We're very excited. I can feel the excitement in the air amongst all of our participants today. And it's all about you, not about us. It's what you're going to gain from coming to our webinar. We have some outstanding guests here with us today, and we hope that you gain something special that you're going to take away just from being here. Thank you very much.
Lynn, when did you get in?
You're kind of going in and out. What did you say?
When did you get in?
Oh, I got in about, I think it was March of 2019, but I was one of those that didn't do a single thing for like a year, more than a year. Summer of 2020 was when my light bulb went on, I should say, went on. And I realized what this company was about. I realized that I had wasted over a year. I don't know why I did that, but then I'm trying to make up for lost time. So I do this, and this is all I do. And I do it with joy. I do it full time. I'm here to support my team. I provide training and guidance and motivation, and I love it. It's what I meant to do this. It's just what I love. So I'm so glad to be with OnPassive. I am blessed beyond words to be a founder. And I'm in Florida.
Hey, Lynn, do you want to share with us? The milestone you just hit?
Oh yeah, we hit you mean my team, right?
Yeah.
My team,
yes.
Or the number. Oh, in my team, I hit 1,000 a few days ago, but in the last 6 days, I think 100 people joined my team, and it's not because of me. It's because of the excitement that's in the company. You know what I'm saying? People know that this founder position is valuable, and they're grabbing the position before it's gone. So this is what I'm seeing. There's a lot of momentum in many teams, not just mine, but in the company as well. So we're all excited that you guys are all part of this exciting journey of OnPassive, and we're all watching to see what's going to happen over the next few weeks. Lots of stuff is happening. Thank you.
Lots and lots of things are happening. So again, welcome everybody.
You're going in and out, Ron.
Everybody, and like Lynn said, we have. Can you hear me?
It's kind of like you're in
Can you hear me now?
In a tunnel. You go in and out.
Let me do this.
Yeah, that's better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
You just won't be able to see my gray hair. So, like Lynn was saying, we have some special guests with us tonight. Marty DeGarmo, Marty the Man, Chris Big Head Johnson, Mr. YouTube Mike Ellis, and Mr. Dan Street. So, and then we have a few others that have joined us. I saw, who was I thinking of here? We have Jeffrey. You said Jeffrey was on with us?
Yes, he's here with us.
Yeah, so Kevin Rutledge behind the scenes with us. We appreciate you, Kevin. And if I missed any, Robin's here.
Robin. Oh yes, Robin is
Can I
here.
see Robin?
Mhm.
All right, good deal. So again, welcome. So what we like to do tonight, we're going to have an open mic night. And remember, we will not answer any proprietary questions of a founder. So if you have any questions or you want to share something, it's open mic. Raise your hand if you got a question that one of the leaders can answer for you. I'm sure they'd be glad to. So let's get your hand raised. Let's start this thing off. First of all, I'd like to address Mr. Key Wendell. Glad to see you. You're looking better. I hope you're feeling better.
Well, thanks, Ron. I'm feeling good.
Good.
Getting through the shifts and know that day is quickly approaching where I can move on. It's kind of bittersweet when you've done something for as long as I've been doing what I do, 32 years. And I was actually talking with Jeffrey this evening, and Marty, thanks for the conversation we've had. But things are going to change. You hear Mike Ellis talk, and everybody, talks about how people's lives are going to change. And I was talking to Jeffrey this evening, and I've never been one to have the means to support a lot of social efforts that I see need help. Battered women and people that want to get off of drugs, and just like you, Ron, stuff that you've seen on the street where life takes people down a dark path. And to be able to, I mean, it's going to be a growing experience, I think. How our lives are going to change. It's not about being able to go somewhere and buy a Bugatti, which, what an ugly car. But anyway, it's about being able to have an impact on people's lives and help out and know that you're a part of that. It's going to be a growth. It's going to be something it's going to be really fun. I mean, how our lives are going to change. It's going to be fun. So, but I'm doing good. Thank you.
Good. We're glad to hear it, Key. Glad to have you on here. Glad to see you. We have a hand up already. Miss Rita, come on down. Rita. Oh yeah, you.
Hello.
Hello.
Give me a second. I have somebody here. Let me take him in. I will come right now. Maybe you can call
Okay.
somebody behind me, then I will come back.
All righty, Rita. Take your time. Take your time. Tim Dillon, the leprechaun.
Hello, Ron.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, don't forget Viviana's here too.
Do what?
Uh,
Yes, Viviana. I'm sorry.
yo,
I
Viv,
knew there was one more
Viviana.
person I wanted to say.
Hi, Viviana.
how can you not appreciate that smile?
That's
Well, I
right.
said hi to her earlier, and I knew I wanted to say it when in my opening, and I'm old, so it kind of
Hey.
goes out one ear and out the other. So
Ron,
that's
I'm
my
just
brains anyway, not my hearing.
just picking on you. All right.
That's all right.
Hey, I have to numerous times during the day as this approaches
I'm back.
and is getting more and more real. I have to wipe away a lot of tears during the day, and they just come on all of a sudden. But it's the same thing as when Viv got me into this. I saw the potential right away. But every day, something else, that light bulb moment happened. And I am at a fever pitch to where this is going to take us. Not only personally, but socially. This is going to change the social dynamic of the globe, because people will truly be able to help one another. We can't do it today, but over time, I see this helping more people than we ever can imagine. Sorry for my rant. I'm done.
That's not a rant, Tim. That's just pure fact.
Hey, I'm a history guy. I
Hey.
follow history, and we are
Thanks.
creating a new history for others to learn from.
Well, you know, everybody should know we're serious now, since Mr. Ash McFarland just hired a CEO to run one of our locations for $3 million a year salary. That should tell everybody that this is a serious company, and it's going to benefit a lot of people, a lot of people. So thanks for sharing, Tim. Let's go back to Miss Rita.
Hello.
There you go.
everyone. Good morning.
Hello.
Good evening. Good afternoon, where you are. My love to you all, and happy birthday to Hasiba.
Ash's mother.
Yes, Hasiba. How are you doing, Ran and Lynn? Thank you very much. Love to see you every time. And you are very, very nice lady, Lynn. You have a big white heart. God bless you and continue to bless each one of you. My friend Brooks, hi, how are you doing? Yeah. I just want to say that, I'm glad really, like every day, I am thankful. I'm really grateful for every single day that I come, I see everyone that in this panel, and every day people are coming, new faces are coming. This is going to be a very big family that never happened. And one day, I hope that after this pandemic goes down, and for sure by 2022, everything is going to be in place. And we will have a big conference that this million people is going to be attending it one day or another. We will be hoping that that day will come. And I will see my friend Brooks and Chris. So my question is that, is there anything that the funders right now is going to arrange, for example, for tomorrow, like a webinar for people that is not going to be in California? I believe that is going to be in California tomorrow, or Florida. I'm not quite sure. But is there a webinar that for people that will be attending that occasion? We want to witness it too, even though we are not there in body, but in the spirit, we want to celebrate. Is there something like that?
I believe, Mike, if you can unmute, or Marty, there is going to be a guest webinar tomorrow, right?
I mean, I can start it off, Ron. I don't know if there's a guest webinar tomorrow or not. I don't know, but Ash has said that when he's releasing a product to the OFounder community, there will be an event. So Rita, as Ash releases products, there will be an event. I don't think he's going to be live all the time when he meets with people, because some of it's going to be face-to-face, very personal. He wants to just talk to people. But as he releases products through this trip through the United States, yeah, there will be lives. We'll all be able to participate and look and see what's happening. It's going to be a very exciting time. I think you'll enjoy it immensely. So hopefully that helped. Maybe Marty's got something more than that, but I think that's what's happening. As far as the guest webinar, I haven't heard.
I thought they had one like on Tuesday at 2 and Saturday at 11.
Oh, that, yeah. Go ahead, Marty.
We're having that. That hasn't changed.
Okay.
I thought she was wondering about Ash while he's on his trip. Is he videotaping it? And I think some of it will be, but like Mike said, part of this is a vacation too. He's meeting people that he knows and family and stuff like that. So,
Okay. Rita, is that what you want to know about the guest webinar or Ash's webinars?
No, I mean like for the celebration of the birthday, for example, if because it's going to be having that special time, if we can celebrate, like, just even though we are far, we just sing happy birthday and we see that, that golden celebration.
Yeah, it's like Mike said and Marty said, he'll have a few, I'm sure,
Yes.
but I don't think every time he stops, he will.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of that, Rita, a lot of it.
Every
Yeah,
day is a
believe me, We're
celebration.
going to be able to
Rita.
get together and cheer.
And are they going to send us also a
I said
picture?
every day is a celebration. From here on out, every day is a celebration.
Yes, I'm expecting my piece of cake too. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Rita, for sharing and being here. We appreciate you seeing your smiling face on the Hollywood squares, as Cedric would say. Okay, let's go to Mr. William DeLorme, the Marshmallow Man.
As you mentioned that as soon as the site comes out, all our founders are going to be sitting beside a fire at a campsite and toasting marshmallows. How's that sound?
It's good if you like marshmallows.
Oh, definitely, especially on.
I'm not a marshmallow person. I'll eat the chocolate
Well,
for the s'mores, but you can have the crackers and marshmallows.
the marshmallows, they have chocolate marshmallows too. So
Oh, God.
You can make s'mores.
Hey, there you go. Like I said, you can make the s'mores and I'll eat the chocolate out of them.
okay.
All right. Thank you, William. Anything else you want to say, William?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, since I've been in over a year, and I ended up in the hospital, and Keith Wendell mentioned, I don't know how I did it. Either myself, I don't know how I did it, but here I am. I'm in OnPassive, and I'm enjoying the journey now, so I'll be unbuckling the wheelchair here because I'm running around in circles in the wheelchair. That's a hard thing to do.
But
So
at least you got a heartbeat.
that's what they say. If you have a heartbeat, you get in, eh? So
That's right. Doesn't matter how you get around.
I'll be up and running. I'll be unbuckling here. I'll have my own mountain bike from OnPassive and get in shape with a 6-pack and muscle.
There you go.
And that's best shape of my life, I guess. Eh?
Good to hear. Thank you, William. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Okay. Look at old Ontario. He's ready to go. He's got that big smile on his face and his arms are waving. And Mr. Richard, come on down.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. And like I always say, we have a heart from God full of love. I want to give you an example of the correction to the corruption. In World War II, believe it or not, in World War II, the Allies and the enemies for one day would actually sit together and have a meal, looking at each other, wondering, why were we shooting at each other yesterday and why do we have to shoot at each other tomorrow? These are human beings. They were sharing that love for one day, even though they had to shoot at one another. Why? Because the corruption of government was telling them they had to. Not because as human beings, they wanted to kill each other. They were forced by corruption. So That was Christmas Day during World War II. On Christmas Day, there wasn't a noise of guns. There wasn't a noise of anything. Just one day. How powerful is God? We're seeing it right here tonight. That's how powerful he is. Ashmufara took the heart and gave it to us. It started with apples and oranges. Everybody was thinking of apples and oranges. Now, everybody is saying, what can I do to show love towards my fellow man, women, and children that are still suffering today? You see how OnPassive, passive, passion towards our fellow man. That's what it's all about. And I love y'all's and big kiss and hug to all of you.
We may have lost Ron for a little bit, but I can see that we have Bob Takusi, who would like to say a few words. And I'm really excited that Bob is here. He always has some insights for us, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Before you speak, Bob, Lynn, if you'll take over, because I'm going in and out here.
All righty, will do.
Thank you.
Please unmute yourself, Bob.
All right. Hello, greetings from Bel Air, Maryland. Greetings to Mike Ellis, Marty, Dan Street, Chris. Everybody, it's a pleasure being here. I'm glad to see everybody. I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to, express my own excitement. The avalanche is about to crack. I just want us to just imagine the avalanche. When the avalanche cracks, what happens when it starts coming down? It just takes everything on its path. That's what is about to happen, guys. For me personally, when I joined OnPassive, something happened to me, actually. I had a connection, a spiritual connection with Mr. Ashmufara. There's something that happened to me that someday I'm going to explain it publicly. Something that gave me an affirmation or a serious affirmation of where I was heading to. And since then, I've also tried to, do it in my own little way to explain what I know of OnPassive as much as I can, especially the products. So I just wanted to just express that OnPassive has the products, it has the market, and her price is good. And the avalanche is about to crack. And when it cracks, all of us, our lives are never going to be the same. That's all. In case anything comes up, I might come back and say one or two things, but I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Good to see you all.
Thank you so much. Bob is a very humble man. And let me tell you, if you want to understand our products, you go to Bob, because Bob is an IT guy. But not only is he an IT guy, he has a way of explaining these products to us so that we can understand from a layman's point of view. And that to me is a gift. I recently heard him speak on a webinar that was designed for guests, and I got so much out of it, and I'm readjusting my webinar, my slide presentation as a result, because I believe that the points that he hits upon are the crux of what OnPassive is about. And if we can hit those major points, people will get it, and people will know what OnPassive is about and why they want to become part of this company. So just so you know, everybody here, I'm still going to work on Bob. He's a very busy man, but I'd like him to be a speaker or come up to our presentation, this webinar, and talk about the products, because I think you can elaborate in a way that people will truly understand. So if you can squeeze in some time, we would love to have you present. I know you're busy.
Definitely, Lynn. It's an honor, you know. The benevolence of Ash Mufare has also forced me personally to summon my own humanity. So I believe that the little I can do and the time that I have to explain this thing in simple terms, simple, plain terms to each and every one of us as we move on, because now that we're about to go into the next phase, at least it's good for us to know what we have, you know? So anytime that it's convenient for both of us, I'll be glad to. I'll be glad to come and explain the products. And even if you have maybe 5 minutes now, I can throw in one product. There's a particular product that I'm very fascinated about, which I think is the most significant product, and I would love for us to talk about it more. If I have a chance to speak with Mr. Ash, I would want him to bring that in the forefront a lot. The O-chart. I think the O-chart is one of the most significant products that we have.
Hey, Lynn, we've got 5 minutes. Let's hear it.
Yes, yes, definitely. He explains OChat really well. I incorporated it into my presentation now. It's good. So go for it, Bob. Go for it. You
got one product you love. Let's hear it.
Okay. So to me, OChat is one of those products where Mr. Mufare and our team in Hyderabad have done a masterful job. A masterful job. OChat is a very, very highly customized conversational chatbot technology using artificial intelligence. It's not a regular, a regular chat. When you are chatting, or regular chat is like, the system just understands the keyboards, what you're doing. But this OChat is actually like a human being. In fact, OChat is a virtual agent. It's a virtual employee. OChat is the reason why Mr. Mufara is saying that you don't have to talk to anybody. I'm going to build your business for you. Everything is working for you. It's automated. It is OChat. OChat is the one that's working for us while we're asleep. Remember, Ash Mufara says oftentimes that we are going to wake up. One day you're going to check your back office before you go to bed. You wake up in the morning, you check your back office, and then you scream, you run outside naked and scream from what you see. It is OChat. Who do you think is working for you? It's OChat. It's OChat. Here's what is happening. In artificial intelligence, there's an area in artificial intelligence called the natural language generator or natural language processor. It focuses on the cognitive ability of the system, how the system interacts with humans. That is where Mr. Mufara and his team have done a masterful job. They have programmed this thing such that when you come into the system, you interact with it, you would not know that it is not a human being. You have a session with OChat, do everything that you want, and leave that session and not know that that was a machine you were dealing with. That's how this thing has been programmed. So what it does is it looks at some features, like it tries to figure out your age, your mood, your race, who you are, and then it keeps it in memory. When you come back another time, OChat will even remind you of the previous conversations that you had. So here's how we look at it. I'm from the O Winners, as you see my name. Here's how we have looked at OChat. We know that our founder is a master of traffic generation online. That's how he made his millions. And that's why he's saying that, let's come, he's going to build our business for us. We believe that when OnPassive launches and it's in full blast, he's going to probably, most likely, Remember, Australia the day starts in Australia. So logically, Mr. Mufara is going to probably start sending his algorithms, his traffic algorithm from there, because today is tomorrow in Australia. It's nighttime here. There's nothing happening. Australia is up. So the traffic is going to start from Australia coming towards us, right? After Australia, what happens? India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, that's about 3 billion potential customers. We know that we have about 5 billion customers, people that come online all the time, every hour. So that algorithm, when it goes down, it's going to go down to Africa, Middle East, then North America. When all these customers are pushed to us, they come to danstreet.com or mikeellis.com, martidegamo.com. The customers come to your domain as we are branded. Who do they meet? Who's working for you there? OChat is the guy who is there dealing with these customers as they come, answering questions, taking payments, creating your wallet, interacting with your customers. But OChat, in fact, we believe in our team that OChat is is a woman. OChat is very smart. OChat is the one who she knows everything about the system. She's also a business analyst, a system analyst. They know everything OChat does. So, and it is virtual. Because it is virtual, technically it can be replicated. Meaning that as these customers come, maybe you can have 5 customers coming to mikeellis.com at one time, OChat can be replicated. So you can have 5 OChat dealing with these customers simultaneously. And then OChat also is very smart. OChat can speak different languages. So you can have customers from China, Japan, France, Germany, everywhere, serving them at the same time. But the masterful thing that Ash Mufara and his team have done here is, of course, it's technology. We could have times where things go wrong. But most often, you will interact with OChat and you will not know that it is not a human being. But when, say for instance, something goes wrong, or OChat cannot solve that problem, the system synchronizes with the support. And then a real live person appears on your screen and continues the process. That is artificial intelligence at its best. So I would love for us, because as we move now, most people, the reason why I took time to really research and figure out this thing, most of the people think that, oh, what do you mean? When you tell people that you don't have to do anything, they'll say, oh, come on, that's a scam. What do you mean that? Everybody knows that you have to work and to earn. They don't understand the technology behind what is happening behind the scenes to make things work for all of us. So OChat is the guy who's there, doing the work, most of the work. It's automated. That's the automation that we're talking about.
Hey, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely awesome. I think you need probably 20 or 30 minutes to explain exactly what OChat is.
Let me,
Lynn, the reason I asked Bob to talk about that, I talk to technicians every week, people that are online, IT people, they know the business, they know the language. And Bob is showing you the excitement that people that are in the know, they know what's coming, they know what's happening, they know what OnPassive is going to do for us. And I wanted everybody here to see the excitement that Bob has. It's real, it's tangible.
Yes.
And because he knows the products of OnPassive, and although I might disagree that OChat is the best one, I have my favorite too, Bob.
No, I meant to say OChat is the most significant. Look, when everything is done.
I know, it'll all be integrated together, and it really works with everything, Bob.
Everything, yeah, OChat is integrated with everything.
You need a whole hour to explain that to everybody. There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
But I really wanted everybody to see your excitement. That was the most important part for the founders tonight. this guy knows what's coming. And if
Yeah.
you catch on to that and catch his excitement, believe me, your days are just going to get better, better, and better. Sorry, Lynn, I didn't mean to take over. It's all yours.
Hey, I
But
want to add something if I can.
Mhm.
The neatest thing about OChat, if you're listening to Bob, and I've been researching as much as I can. I don't know what Bob knows, but I know this: the longer OChat runs, the smarter it gets.
Yes.
So as time is going on, the question it couldn't answer yesterday, it knows the answer in 50 different languages. Okay, so
Yes.
it's learning as it goes. When it goes to a human, it has got to the point where maybe it didn't learn that one spot, but it starts off as a kindergarten, and it very quickly you got a master controlling your customers while you sleep.
Yes.
I agree. That is massive. That is
Masterful.
massive. Yeah,
Yes.
it's massive.
Thank you, guys. We'll leave it at that. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much. And I think it helps us as well, just to know what OChat is about, because you know how we say AI goes to work for you, AI does everything for you, but do we really know what that means? And I think now that we understand what OChat is specifically doing for us, for the company, for customers, for us, it makes more sense, right? It becomes more real to us. And then just knowing that it is an intelligent, interactive, conversational chatbot, and that we have this technology, or this, I guess, a patented OChat that people internally, we are going to be using OChat. But as Bob said before, that companies are going to come en masse to us for OChat because it is that superior. You know, there is no other company that has anything like it, right, Bob? It's clearly light years ahead of everybody else. So this is going to be a huge product for OnPassive. Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have David Switzer.
Hey, I got two questions. Okay, the first question is that when O founders take off, now when the MDA comes out and we got assigned a new MDA, is there going to be a spot on there where we can put somebody else on there just in case if you get sick or something happens to you, and that's going to be taken care of? Like, say for instance, your wife has got account too, and she takes off and goes vacation for a while, and you need to get those apples out of there, that you can go back there and get some of those and put in her account. Can you do that or not?
Open to any of our leaders, whoever wants to take that.
Yeah, the talk was they wanted it built in. So let's say David Switzer, you have your account. It won't be in the NDA. It'll be somewhere, know your customer. Okay, so you can have, it might be, it's not definite. It might be that in your profile, in case something happens to me, my wife comes in here and she automatically can take it over. That's been in discussion. I don't know how far they've gone with it, but yeah, they've been talking about that because it comes up a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's on your half. You should take care of that on your half and all that, but they also might set it up for the back office.
Yeah, I'm just saying too, what if my wife gets sick? What if my wife gets sick and I need to go in there and, you know, because Ash said, I remember Ash saying not to let the money, not to let the apples build up in the back office. So, you know, you need to get it out of there. So what if, you know, my wife is really sick and I need to go in there and get it out of there? See?
Yeah, but everything will be 20/20 vision when it needs to be. So sometimes we're trying to look through and guess ahead. But when it's time to know, it'll be very clear. We'll all know. It'll be clear as a bell.
Okay. My second question, I got a little joke to say. And see how smart you guys are. The skeleton guy walks up to the bar, and the bartender came over and he said, "What do you want, sir?" The skeleton guy said, "Give me a beer and a mop."
Yeah, because
Come on, Dan.
he's
Come
gonna
on, Dan.
He's
It's
gonna
hard to
pour
be
the-
funny on Zoom. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's hard to be
yeah.
funny. It's a tough crowd, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
How
pour
do you
the
know the
beer
skeleton was a guy?
down a rib cage.
I thought it was funny, David Switzer. I laughed very hard. Thank you very much.
I was laughing too.
Hey, Marty, back on what you
Yeah.
just said about being able to, for David to get funds, like if his wife got sick or something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it essentially be the same as if your wife got sick right now and you've got her debit card and you know the PIN number, access it?
Yeah, I think we make it more complicated than it is. I mean, my wife has my account. She's probably waiting for me to kick off, you know? I'm just kidding. She can hear me right now. But yeah, she has all my stuff and she has an account and I'm getting her back off. But yeah, I don't think it's a big deal.
I would think that you could set up a trust and put it in your trust. Right?
Yeah, but yeah.
You're
David, you're
muted.
muted.
You
You're
gotta
muted, David.
unmute yourself when you talk, Dave, not the opposite.
Well, you still gotta, you still gotta be able to get in there and put it in trust, right? Or, you still gotta be able to get in there, right? To put it in the trust, or is the trust automatically going to put it in there? When she
Well,
sets a trust
in
up.
the trust, you would probably have to put, the account number and all that, whatever entails that account, I would think. Plus your password, you'd have to know how to get into her account.
If you're
Hey,
close,
hey,
if you're
David.
close to your spouse, you can have that conversation like now.
Yeah, and
have
you
all
can
that
also
stuff.
talk to an accountant.
Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah.
know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did you figure that joke out or not? Did you figure that joke out or not?
Yeah, he doesn't have a body. He's pouring it all over the floor, so he wants to clean up
Okay,
the
I
mess.
just,
I thought it was a gong show joke, David. But can't he just, David, if you have a will and she's in your will, it's very important that you have all the information safely put away so she can find it to get to the accounts. Make sense? Just make sure she's in your will.
And not your girlfriend.
You can
And your
give-
kids.
Oh,
You
was my mic on?
David, you can give it to the skeleton man.
I'm gonna have to share a story with you guys. Do you know how many times in the ICU when somebody's laying on the deathbed that the wife finally meets the girlfriends? You see people show up, and it happens happens all the time.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Hey, I just keep them alive. No, unplug them. When somebody says pull the plug, you guys, who do you think does that? It's not the nurse. It's not the doctor. It's 9 times out of 10, it's the respiratory therapist. You don't hear the respiratory therapist. You hear everybody talks about thank the nurses, thank the doctors at the bedside. I've turned a lot of people off in 32 years, and you can take that however you want to.
That's why I stay on your good side, Kate.
All righty. So at this point, I want to just remember that we have some guests here today. So we want to spend a little bit of time. We'll have Mike, if you don't mind, Mike, go over the OnPassive as a whole in a nutshell, like within a short.
I can do that, Lynn. Before I do that, if everybody could take their hand down for just a second. If you've got your hand up, go ahead and take it down. And let's see how many new people we have here that are just being introduced to OnPassive and really don't know what OnPassive is. If you're a new person, go down below and click raise my hand so we know who's here. That's all. And that'll be that'll dictate what I talk about, Lynn, because, I don't want to go over stuff that everybody's heard. But if there are some people here that are new, more than happy to go over it very, very quickly and give them an idea of what OnPassive will do for them. So if you're new, you're not a founder, you're coming into OnPassive to learn if this is something for you, go down below and click raise hand, and we're going to see how many new people are here. We'll give you just a couple of minutes, and don't worry, we're not going to call on you. We're not going to ask you to come in and give a speech or anything like that.
Well, I see a couple hands, so no, 3 hands.
Okay.
In the attendee list, 3.
Okay, so we do have a few new people here. Obviously, when you come into OnPassive, you want to know about the company, and we've talked a little bit about OnPassive, the company, as founding members. It's a massive, massive corporation. It's well over worth $1 billion. But really, what's important for new people coming in, what is OnPassive going to do for you? And I'll give this to you just very, very quickly. And after I give it to you, don't stop there. Continue to explore OnPassive. As we all come into OnPassive, we go into the global launch. What is OnPassive going to do for you? They're going to come in, they're going to build a marketing platform for you. They're going to hook it up to AI. Why is that important? Artificial intelligence. Bob talked a little bit about that earlier. It makes your business 100% automated, hands off. Once they do that, they're going to reach back into their toolbox. They're going to pull out traffic, and then they're going to start driving traffic. And all traffic is getting good qualified eyes in front of what we do, which is the products of OnPassive. And they're going to get the traffic driving to your marketing platform. As people come in, see the products, love them, and buy the products, OnPassive is going to manage all of this. So again, you don't have to do anything. They're going to manage the people coming in. They're going to manage the sale. They're going to manage the customers. And as those customers come in, a certain percentage of them will land underneath you. That's how we get paid. We get paid a lot like a commission sales individual. If you're a commission sales, you go out and make $100 sale, you get 10%, you'll make $10. That's how OnPassive works. So the more people that you have coming into OnPassive in your team, the better it is, because that's how your income grows, your income, your residual income, and that's how we build wealth online. So that's basically what OnPassive is going to do for all of us. Now, what's really, really important as you think about OnPassive, and I know we'll get more into this as we talk as founding members, is the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be doing. Bob talked about his particular product and artificial intelligence. And what that equates to is OnPassive bringing in at a minimum 100 million customers coming in the first year. And as a founding member of OnPassive, and if you are not a founding member now, you need to explore that and get in, because that window is closing. But with 100 million customers coming into OnPassive the first year, there is not a founder here that's going to have to worry about finances, period. OnPassive, because of the way it's structured, because of Ash Mufareh in his heart, he wants to share the wealth with all of us, and he's going to give the majority of the wealth to the founding members of OnPassive. So when you think about the volume of OnPassive and 100 million people coming into OnPassive customers, they're coming in, they're paying a monthly fee. Why is that important? Because when they pay a monthly fee, our income is residual. That's what we want. When you can build a residual income by the people landing underneath you, then you can build wealth online. And there's not a person here today that at the end of the year will not have started that process of building wealth. And we all have different dreams and aspirations. Some of us want to make 500, 1,000, 2,000 a month, and they're fine with that. Now, they're going to make more than that. They're not going to have any say-so in it. That's just how big OnPassive is. But if your aspiration is to make 10,000, 15, 20,000 a month, that is possible, very, very doable in OnPassive. And over time, and I'm not talking 10 years, I'm talking 1, 2, 3 years. It's really, really possible for everybody here to be making 6 figures and more. And there are people on this webinar today that will wake up the first month of OnPassive and they're not going to know what hit them. That's how powerful what Ash and his team is doing. They're going to do it for everybody here. They're going to do it for you. If you're not a founding member, continue to explore OnPassive. We'll get into it more here, but it's the place to be if you want to develop an income online and build wealth. OnPassive is the only company, and I've been doing this 15 years, as Marty and many of these people have been doing. It is the only company that I have ever found that I can tell somebody that comes in, you will be successful, and I know it's true. So this is OnPassive. It's made for you. Come on in, become a founding member, and then get involved with this group. Believe me, your vision will just continue to expand. Hopefully that was enough, Lynn.
Holy cow, that was the fastest one I ever heard. Holy cow.
That's impressive when you can explain OnPassive in 10 minutes and capture the highlights of the company. That's fabulous.
Now, Lynn, I can do it for you in about 2.5 hours.
It's not the same, Marty. Sorry. Alrighty, we want to open it up for questions. If anybody has questions about what Mike shared, please feel free to unmute and speak. It was probably so clear. Nobody has any questions, Mike. It's awesome. Hi, Dr. Lorna. Go ahead.
Hi.
Greetings.
Yes.
Nice
Yes.
to have you as a guest. Awesome.
Thank you. I was invited by a good friend of mine from the Bahama, Apostle, and she wanted me to listen to this because I'm very global. But I would love to hear more about the products, services, or opportunities. I'm new and I want to get the excitement accelerated with you guys. Can you help me?
Mike? Oh, you need to unmute.
Yeah, you know, the best thing you can do, because there are so many products, is go to onpassive.com. All the products are there, a description of the products, videos of the products. It's real hard for us to talk about all the products because it would take about 5 hours. We don't have the time on this particular format. But I would go back there and look at the products. And then when you have questions about a specific product, then we can get into it and talk about it for a while. But it's real hard to talk about all the products of OnPassive. There are so many of them. I can tell you this. Every product in OnPassive is proprietary, built from the ground up. It is cutting edge technology. It's superior, okay? But it gets better. They're all at a lower price point. They're less expensive than anything online. And this is what Ash Mufareh has brought to the table. Value, value, value. That's why we believe at a minimum 100 million customers will be coming into OnPassive the first year. And personally, I think it's going to be more than that. And what does that do for us? It benefits all of us. So I know they didn't answer your question, but hopefully that makes sense.
So, so that's a platform. There's several well, just to be brief, they're platforms, correct? More or less.
Yeah, you can call them platforms. We've got an educational platform, an HR platform, a webinar platform. You can call them platforms.
Okay.
Dr. Lorna?
Yes.
Maria Favit, she has a YouTube that talks about what each product is in detail. And then if you go on to onpassive.com, you could read about it also.
Okay. I appreciate that. I don't know who was talking to me, but I appreciate that.
Okay.
Oh, Ms. Rodriguez.
Yes. Marina Favit from South Africa. She's got a YouTube that she details every product that's out. She talks about it and what it does. So you may want to look her up on YouTube.
All right. Well, I'm also in Miami, Florida, for all you Florida people. So I look forward to, yay, I like this guy with the hands. I look forward to working a little bit more intensively on learning about it and eventually, hopefully getting involved. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez.
No worries.
I was Rodriguez too, also.
Oh, with this earnest.
Hey, Dr. Lorna,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just wanted to mention that when you do go to onpassive.com, scroll down and you will see a frequently asked question for every single one of the products. It's very informative. So if you have any questions on a particular product, you'll be able to to look at that and kind of absorb a little bit more about each one of the products. And keep in mind that each one of these products works together with every other product. So they work synergistically with one another. And that's one of the amazing things about what Ash has created. So yeah, look at those frequently asked questions, and there's going to be some videos coming up as well.
Well, I love this. I feel like I'm in the Matrix, so I feel excited. Yeah, definitely.
Dr. Leona, I just want to advise, you don't have to waste time because the program will soon be launched. So you don't waste time. Go through it fast and then, be a founder.
Okay, well, I look forward to finding out how to become a founder, and I'm very grateful for the apostle to direct me to this path, but I look forward to find out how to become a founder and then take it from there. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. And also remember, tomorrow, which is Saturday, there's a corporate webinar for guests. So that's at 11 a.m. Eastern. So that may be something you want to attend. Usually we have Charles Osang, who is a founding member and on the Leadership Council. He gives a great presentation. I think he's up tomorrow, unless one of the leaders here know otherwise. It's usually Charles that's going to present the business, and he presents it so well. And then there's open forum for questions and answers. So you may want to attend that as well. And the person who sent you here will be able to give you the link for that webinar.
All right, perfect. I'll get back to the apostle. It was just a warm embrace, and I look forward to. And the most important and wonderful aspect of this presentation is the beautiful multicultural faces from all over the world uniting for one good purpose. Thank you for all being divine intervention here and coming together no matter who we are. Because when we close our eyes, we can't tell who's who. So I feel privileged to be among you intellectual entities. Thank you, and humble souls.
Thank you so much. I think you have the heart of a founder, and I believe that you're going to fit in perfectly with OnPassive. I just feel that. So thank you so much for coming today and for asking questions. We appreciate you. All righty.
Yes,
now thank you. All right. So now we have, we don't have any hands raised at this time. So I'd like to see if any of specifically the Leadership Council that are present here today, if there's anything that you wanted to speak about, anything that's on your heart or in your mind to share, as we have a little break here in the questions and answers.
I mean, I can start it out, Lynn, if you want. I'm here.
Sure,
I might as well talk.
Definitely.
Earlier today, and Marty and Dan and I have had this conversation many, many times, and it really is about being online and being the hunted. Most of us that are here are the hunter. We're out there trying to find individuals to come in and join our organization. But it's really, really important to get to that point where you become the hunted, where people hunt you down rather than you're hunting them down. Now, I can tell you, every founder that is here, whether you know it or not, you are the hunted. There are people out there that are looking for what OnPassive has. And it's why OnPassive has grown so quickly from a year ago to, I don't know what we had a year ago, but it's nothing near to what we have today. And OnPassive, the founder membership has become something that is very, very valued for people, and people are hunting for this. Now, the reason I bring it up is because as OnPassive does the global launch to the world, I believe in a very, very short order, OnPassive will be the hunted. In other words, when people come online, the first thing that they think about is OnPassive. And that's because of what Ash and his team have done. And it's going to take a little while. And when I say a little while, for me, I think it's going to happen in months, not years. And as you think about OnPassive being the hunted, in other words, people coming in and searching for the products of OnPassive, and you think about what that does for the founding members of OnPassive, this gets extremely exciting, not only for us, because we become even more hunted because people see what OnPassive is doing and they want to be involved with it, but the customers coming into OnPassive, getting to that place where we have 1 billion customers, you know, some people think it'll take 3 years, 5 years, 8 years. This is going to happen very, very quickly. And when you think about that many customers in one corporation that shares the majority of the wealth with the founding members of OnPassive, think about where you're at. And if you think about that tonight, you're not going to sleep, because those financial woes, they're over. So that's just something I've been thinking about, Lynn, for a little bit. And Marty and I talked about it. I thought I'd bring it up. Hopefully
I'll throw
it makes
something
sense
out there too. Since I'm here and I can't talk like Mike, but you know, I'll give it a shot. No, there's just something that it has always been on my heart. I've always thought about ever since I started this journey with Mike and Marty 2.5 years ago. And that's the progress that this company has made over the last 2.5 years, and how the value of this company has increased. But not only that, the main thing is, I mean, I look at all these people here, and all of you founders are big believers in this company. I mean, we're all excited because we can see the end, and not the end, but the beginning of changing all of our lives. And what I've seen over this 2.5 years is amazing development of founders that are joining, and relationships that I've built with people from all over the world. And that is kind of a surreal feeling for me, because here I am talking to people from all over the world, and not only talking to them, but developing really close relationships with them, and talking to them all the time, and seeing how excited they get and how they develop into leaders of OnPassive, and how excited they are about sharing this business with everybody worldwide. It's just this massive frenzy of excitement of people wanting to share this business. And that hasn't happened with any other business I've been involved with, because they've always gone under before that excitement can be generated. And I think I know it's because Ash is sharing so much of this company. And you look at the honesty, integrity, and of this man, and how he wants to share the majority of the profits with all of us. I mean, here you go. So I wanted to throw that in there from a personal level about the relationships worldwide that we're all developing.
One thing, Lynn, and I'll be quick. No, I probably won't.
Take your time. You don't have to be quick. Take your time.
Anyway, here's another one. When you talk about hunting, to give an example, when is the last time you've seen a Facebook ad where it's trying to get people to come to Facebook? They don't need to. Why? They're the hunted. People go to Facebook to advertise. They are the consumer. That's going to change. We will be that. One day we will be that. When people say, well, who are we going to advertise to? Doesn't matter. They're going to come to us anyway. And part of when Mike, myself, and Dan got involved in the beginning is we would sit and talk, and we had a vision also. Now, maybe it wasn't the same as Ash, but we set up milestones that we wanted. Oh, we want this, we want that, we want that. And I can tell you in every case, we surpassed it. And it's because we believed it, we believed in Ash. And the more it got going, the more we knew not only are we right, we're dead right, because we found out it's bigger than we thought, it's better than we thought. And remember, Ash kept saying for like years, 2 years, about the value. It drove me crazy. What is this value? Value makes you the hunted. You cannot take any product in OnPassive, not one, and put it on a chart next to another one and say, well, you should pick this because of this. Why? Because it's light years ahead. There's no comparison, which means what? There's no competition, zero. We're going to get out there and it's going to explode. And that's why I tell people, a little comment here, a little share, or something like that, and they say, oh, what's that going to matter? Listen to me. There will be a day that 280,000 people will be joining daily. And the more we share now, the bigger you get that ripple effect. Because what happens when you hear about something? You go right to Google and you say, what is OnPassive? You think that's going to happen by the thousands or the millions? Millions, millions and millions and millions. So get out there and whatever little bit you can do, it doesn't matter what it is. Not everybody's going to do a video like Mike Ellis. And keep in mind, Mike Ellis video #1, not so much, yeah. Well, every day, but we just never stop, that's all. But you're all involved in, like Dan said and Mike said, everybody says, I hear people today saying, yeah, but what happens if I don't have my 3 the next month? If you don't have your 3 the next month, I want you to write this down. You're not in OnPassive. So keep in mind, if you don't have your 3, you didn't sign up. But other than that, nobody's gonna have a problem getting straight. 0. Absolutely 0. And as said about a month ago, we're gonna feed from the top down, the middle up, and the middle down, and from the bottom up. Everybody's gonna get the same amount of traffic every day. So.
Thank you, Marty. Appreciate it. It's great to hear from the leaders here. I see the excitement from each and every one of you, and excitement in many different phases. You know, it's not only the money that's coming, but there's a lot more to OnPassive than just the apples that are going to be flowing into our online wallets. OnPassive has substance. OnPassive has integrity. Our leader is top notch. He's not only a genius, but he's a true humanitarian. And I just think we're all very lucky here today, just because we're in OnPassive. And for those of you who aren't yet in OnPassive, there's a good chance you're going to be in OnPassive. You're either going to be in it before the launch, or definitely you're going to be in it after the launch, because you're going to be for sure at least a customer, if not a reseller, right? So there are going to be droves of people coming into this company when they realize what an OnPassive has for them. We offer the highest value, superior products, right? At the lowest prices. That's why Ash says we have no competition, literally no competition. And as soon as we get that into our brains, we know why this company is going to probably be the largest company in the world. I know that's a bold statement, but I truly believe that it can be the biggest company. Our customer market is huge. 4.6 billion people are using the internet. You know, the sky's the limit for this company is all I can say. And I know that people here, many of you do realize that. And that's why you're here today in this webinar, to share as well as to learn. So we appreciate you. Now we have Willow Griffith. Hi, sweetie. You can unmute yourself. Good to see you here.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Excuse my throat. I'm kind of scratchy today. I've been just fascinated with everybody speaking tonight about the value of OnPassive. And Dr. Lorna, when she came on, she was so excited, and you know she's very, very well schooled. Well, one of the things, you know, I learned growing up and working for the Department of Defense as a system analyst was, you know, you had your work and it was cut and dried, and you had your programs and you did this and you did that and you had your timelines, but there was no humanity. Now, Microsoft is a very, very good example of no humanity. What OnPassive brings to the table for not only the user and the founder and the people that work for OnPassive is humanity. That feeling of knowing he's got our backs. He's working for us. We're not alone. You know, it's like having a co-op and you're all related and you're taking care of everybody. He's brought so much humanity to a cut and dried business that everybody said, I got all kinds of talk. Well, it's all of this stuff is out there already. Yeah, but nothing like what he's got. And they're going to be in for a big shock. When I forgot the other man's name, I'm so sorry, that was talking about OChat. OChat is a very clever piece of work, I'll tell you, because it's not only like Dan said, synergistic, and it ties in with everything. When I had a business online, let me tell you, I'd have sold my soul to have something like that, because we got calls all the time. All they could do was leave messages. We had to be, upfront and personal if we wanted to keep our customers as a small business. My God, it's a fantastic thing. When I looked at OChat, I thought it was like the regular chat stuff that went along with Facebook and all of that. But he was absolutely correct. It is 1,000 times more than that kind of chat. And the same with ODIT and all of these other little programs that are kind of on the background. We don't discuss like we do OConnect and all of them. Every single one is unique, and it's geared toward the humanity of the world. We can't beat it anywhere we go. We can't beat it. There isn't anybody out there that can touch it. This man is sent to us. I hate to use, the old cliche, he's God-given, but by God, he is. He's sent to us to show us the light, and by God, he showed us the light. He's given us a new purpose. Like I want to go buy a tractor. I don't want a Lamborghini. I want enough property that I could feed the world. And he gave us that. He gave us that kind of way that we could fulfill our desires. That's what I'm talking about, the humanity. This company is far more than what people think on the surface. If you just look at all the faces that are out there, we interconnect with people who can't even speak their language, and it doesn't matter. The same message comes across from all of them. We're all so interconnected that Microsoft's going to have a hard time selling their products when OnPassive opens the door. And that's just one of them that we're going to just take over and say, see you later, alligator, because we're way, way far ahead of it. And believe me, I look like some little 81-year-old farmer. I've worked in the business for years, and I know a good thing when I see it. And this is a good thing. And we all ought to be so enthusiastic that we don't close our eyes until we see this come to fruition. And that's what, we should be spreading the word about. I'm not recruiting. I never have recruited. I told people, and I want to help people, and I purchase products, but I don't recruit, because I think it takes a special person to become a founder, a true founder. And I think they're unique in their way that they get along with everybody else. We're not at each other's throats. We're helping each other. It's a community of collective people that have this collective desire to increase humanity in the world. So I think that Ash is more a humanitarian than anything, but all of us are, or we wouldn't be in this business. We wouldn't have jumped on the boat and turned on the light. It wasn't about the money with me, although by God I need it, and I can hardly wait. But like I said, I want my new tractor. But what I think we ought to look at is what impact collectively we're having on the entire world, and how we comport ourselves is tremendously important. If we go out there and we badmouth OnPassive, or we badmouth somebody because they're doing something we think they shouldn't OnPassive, that is really not right. It's not good for us as a whole, and it's certainly not good for the business. And so we got to be able to represent OnPassive as the ambassadors we should be. And being part of this group is something to really be proud of, Dr. Lorna, if you're still with us. I sure hope that you will not take any more time to decide, because the time is running out really fast. We're going to hit 1 million by tomorrow. And Ash hasn't said how long he's going to go after that. He put that number out there, 1 million. Well, we've already got it there. So let me tell you, we're going to have some exciting days. I couldn't get into the back office today. I was trying to get one of my team members. She wanted to sign up, and stuff, and she was real nervous. And I thought, I just told her, I said, we'll get you there one way or another. Just hold on, it'll go through. And I do think Ash will give us a few days to get our ducks in a row, even if it's over 1 million. So, but very few. And I think he's really adamant about 1 million being the number, but there's going to be some people that don't comply and don't take over their business as such. So he'll probably keep it right at 1 billion. I mean, 1 million, 1 billion customers. Yeah. But thank you. I just wanted to say that I was so impressed with the speakers tonight because Dr. Lorna, especially, somebody new that's coming in, and she can see from just first glance how we are with each other. That's an important thing that we have to keep conveying, that kind of collective sharing and loving and community, because that's what OnPassive is being built on. And we've got to remember that, and how we comport ourselves is tremendously important, I feel, as an 81-year-old woman, not knowing nothing in the world anymore. That's just my 2 cents worth. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you so much. Willow, you always have awesome sharing from your heart. And I do believe you're right, that we are a special group here. I think people see it when they come to a webinar and they hear us speaking. They know we're different because we're here not just for ourselves, but we're here to help humanity. And that makes us all very special. And Ash has helped us become the way we are today. Maybe we didn't all start off with this philosophy, but we certainly became that way through the influence of our great leader, Ash. So we're lucky. All righty. We have about half an hour to go, half an hour left. So we have right now, it looks like 4 people who would like to share. So if you can kind of monitor yourselves, look at the time, maybe spend a few minutes to share so that everyone will have a chance to talk. All right, thank you. We have now Michael. Wait, who was first? I think Viviana was before Michael. Viviana, you want to speak? Good to see you here. Just unmute yourself, Viviana.
No, I'm just so excited about what's happening. I mean, it's hard to sleep, like a lot of us have expressed. I mean, there's nothing like this, nothing like this. I remember when Michael Horde told me about the opportunity, I thought, oh, that can't be true, but it's definitely true. We are so blessed that we can see the vision, because not everybody can. Believe me, there are times that I've talking to, my friends and stuff like that, and they think I'm crazy. But I mean, when we get to know Ash Mufareh, we get to know his heart, and we get to see the vision. I mean, it's amazing what he's created, what he's put together. And for us as founders to be able to benefit for what he's put together, but not only that, also bless others with this vision. And so, yeah, I'm looking so forward to the launch. I'm looking, and the other thing that excites me about this company is, the impact that we're going to have on humanity, the history that we're going to create, and the family that we're a part of, because we're a part of this beautiful global family. And that's what's so exciting about this. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. I share your excitement, and I'm sure people here have the same feeling. So much is coming up for us, and how lucky are we to be where we're at today. Thank you, Viviana. I think next up we had Jay Wu, who is next in line. Hi, Jay Wu. Juanita Woodward, I believe.
Yes, Wanda.
Wanda
Yep.
Woodward.
Yes,
Wanda
Woodward.
Woodward.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
2 W's. Yeah.
Woodward.
Wanda Woodward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why Jay Wu is nice.
That's why. It's easier. You got it. I got it.
Thank you and hello, everyone. I too am so excited, but I really wanted to share with any of our newer founders who have joined tonight. A lot of talking about value, a lot of talk about purpose. And one of the things where Ash has shown value that sometimes we don't talk about it if we've been here any months now is the fact that he has valued founders, not knowing who the founder pool would be in the end. He didn't know maybe how many founders there would be, but he created a platform that would benefit and value individuals who were looking for a way out, individuals who had a dream, to give them a possibility to see how their dreams would be fulfilled. And also he's added value because we all have dreams and newer ones, you know, maybe you haven't fully blossomed like Mike Williams and some of the other ones, and your dreams aren't these gargantuan things that you're excited about doing to help others. Maybe it's possible that you had a desire to have an impact and your feelings about your own personal abilities. Can I? Should I? Will anyone listen to me? Can I affect someone's life for good? These are the initial questions that Ash has answered with his burgeoning dream, his vision for a company that will provide an opportunity for each and every one of us to provide a solution, first for ourselves, and second for others. So if your dream is big, but you haven't let it out, you're not, you think that, oh, I don't know if I can do it or not, it's okay. We have all been there. Even Michael Williams in Canada, he had a dream and he built a system and he wanted it to do great things. And it got to a point, if you listen to his story, you'll hear it. But now he doesn't have any handicaps for his dream. So even big people, if you look at our leadership council, some of them are like, wow, ooh, you did this and you did that. Well, if you're not them, it doesn't matter. Because Ash is built into the part of the systems that you can't see, the part of the systems that aren't digital or spiritual. It's love. So hold on, take a deep breath, take some of this value that he's added to you as an individual. Hold on to that if you can't hold on to anything else. And think about all the other times you took a chance and failed. This is nothing. And you have a huge community and just 6,000 more. And there won't be any more founders. So please, you know, rest assured, it's a dream worth holding on to. And if inside of you, and it's look for your dream and know that Ash has added the value for you to fulfill your dream. And welcome aboard.
Thank you, Jay Woo. And I would agree, you know, with OnPassive.
And to thank all of you for your support.
With OnPassive, we can all dream huge, bigger than we've ever dreamt. And I do believe, and I agree with you, as far as OnPassive is an equalizer. You know, the world is full of haves and have-nots. You know, it's a chance for those who have struggled and have done without to now come into OnPassive and be assured of success. Doesn't matter what your educational level is. It doesn't matter if you dropped out of high school. It doesn't matter if you're deaf and blind. It doesn't matter if you're paralyzed. Anyone coming into OnPassive will be successful. This is what makes OnPassive very different from every other business on earth. So thank you, Jay Woo, for sharing your thoughts with us. Appreciate it. Alrighty.
Lynn?
Yes,
Dr. Agnes had been trying to get on, had her hand up and put it down.
Oh,
what was the name?
Dr. Agnes Clinton.
Okay. Go ahead, Dr. Agnes.
Well,
Go ahead
thank
and
you.
unmute yourself. Hello, welcome.
Hello, everybody. I'm from the beautiful island of the Bahamas. And I'm so glad to be on tonight. But my question has been answered already by somebody else. That's why I put my hand down. I just wanted to ask a question about the other question I have. You can perhaps help me. Those people who come in that does not have any affiliates with them, what will happen to those people at the beginning as founders?
That's a great question. Take it away, one of our leaders here.
I can take that. I want to understand what you asked. You said if a founder comes in and they don't sign up anybody, Dr. Agnes, is that what you said?
Yes, yes.
Dr. Agnes, the company is going to go to work for you, whether you have 100 million on your team or 0 on your team.
Wow.
It's just going to take, I'm going to give you a good example. Let's say the top guy in this company who started 3 years ago, let's say he's got 200,000 team members or family members, which I like to call them. All right. And it took him 3 years to get there. Now imagine a person that comes in day one after we launch with 0 people and artificial intelligence, which the top guy did not have for the last 3 years, goes to work for him. So that person, we're all going to get to those positions. It just might take that last person a little bit longer, but they're going to get there. As Marty DeGarmo has said many times, as Mike Ellis has said many times, as Big Head Captain Chris Johnson has said many times, it doesn't matter when you get in, we're all going to succeed because we're going to be forced to succeed by the company doing everything for us. So it doesn't matter how big your team is. We would like you to share, but if you don't have a team, it's okay. OnPassive and Ask Before and his mighty company and our company is going to work very hard for you all the time. How's that one, Doctor?
Oh, blessed. Yes, amen. Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be a part of OnPassive. I do have a team, but there are some who are not working as well as I would want them to. And so thank you so much for that assurance. That tells me much about the company. God bless all of you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's why we're called OnPassive. You can be OnPassive, or you can be passive and do nothing and still make it, or you can get out and share a little bit and get to, as Mike Ellis's favorite line is, get to that place faster where you really want to be.
Bless the Lord. Thank you again. Blessing everybody.
You're quite welcome. And OnPassive, you probably noticed, Dr. Clinton, that OnPassive is a paradigm shift. We're unique. There's nobody like OnPassive, and everyone's going to be successful. That concept of forced success, guess where it comes from? All of you people who are old timers know it was started by our very own Mike Ellis. And a lot of the terms that we use today when we present OnPassive come from Mike Ellis. So I'm grateful to him for helping guide me, as well as many of us, in sharing OnPassive. It's made a big difference to us. Thank you so much. All righty, now we've got, yes, thank you, Mike. So now we have about 15 minutes left. So we're gonna have Rob Gorman share, and then after that, I wanna leave some time for Julie Wind to talk about her event tomorrow. Go ahead, Rob. You can unmute yourself. Introduce yourself, please. Gotta unmute. You gotta unmute. How you gotta unmute? No, wait, yeah, I don't think people can hear you. Can you guys hear him? I don't think so. No. There's an unmute.
I hear
Hey, Lynn.
Oh.
Hey, Lynn.
Oh, because he's in the house with me. You can hear him through my earbuds. Yes.
Hey, Lynn, can
yes,
you hear
Ron?
me?
Yeah.
I'm losing my battery, so I'm going to have to sign off. I just want to thank you for doing this tonight and all of our leaders for being here and all of our people. And Dave Angelic, we're hitting the river in the morning, buddy. So y'all have a great night. Love y'all, and we'll see you next Friday night or on another webinar. Thank you, Lynn. Take it over again.
Love you, Ron. Enjoy the fishing. Make sure you catch a lot of fish, okay? Show me photos of your fish. What you catch.
All righty.
All right, enjoy yourself. All righty. Honey, did you unmute? Oh, okay, but we'll go back to my honey bunny. He'll speak once he figures out how to unmute himself. In the meantime, let's go to Tiana from Kauai in Hawaii. Hi, Tiana, aloha to you. Tiana, I think all the interpreters are unmuted, right? Tiana's interpreter, if you haven't yet unmuted yourself, you may need to do that *6 to unmute yourself. So Tiana wants to talk. All right, we're gonna wait a bit. It may be a change of interpreters. Sometimes that happens. So she may be waiting for her interpreter to come back or change of.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay, hi. We were just figuring out between the two interpreters. However, hello everyone. Hi, Lynn. Hi there, Ron. To all the leaders that are here today. So just want to say hello to everyone. Yes, my name is Tiana. And aloha. I joined OnPassive last year, so I'm now on my second year. This October will be my anniversary. Or it's my anniversary, I guess it's October. So I was very excited to join this evening. And, I'm really excited to be a part of the team.
Yay.
I'm sorry, the interpreter just wasn't able to see Tiana, so I just want to make sure I see her. So really excited about building my team and moving forward and making it grow. And, if there are any questions that I have, I will definitely be in touch with the leaders, my sponsor. I'm very thankful for the fact that I have a community behind me that is able and willing to support me. And I just wanted to say, so excited to meet you all. I would, really love to meet you all in person. I just have so much love for all of you. And I want to say thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for inviting me and bringing me on to OnPassive. And I just can't wait to meet you guys in person. And specifically, one moment, the interpreter missed the name of an individual. The coach. I'm looking really forward. I'm excited and looking forward to meeting Coach. Really funny guy. Love his sense of humor. I just find him so amazing. And the fact that he just makes things pop, it's like magic and it just grows from there. And honestly, he sucked me right on in because I'm there with you guys and I'm in there with you. And so I'm hoping to take some of that excitement and just put it out there in the world and grow my team. Again, Lynn, thank you so much. You are a great example and leader. Marty, Chris, I don't know, I'm probably missing a few other names and I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember everybody's name and not miss anyone, but if I have missed someone, please know that not in my heart, maybe in my mind, but I haven't missed you in my heart. So I'm just super excited to see everyone. I'm very, very excited to be a part of this future. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Tiana.
Yay.
We love your enthusiasm and we love, oh, there you are, yay. We love that you come to webinars. You don't miss webinars. When you can make it,
This
you
is
come.
me in Hawaii.
Look at that lovely view behind you, making people green with envy. My goodness. Yes, Hawaii is beautiful.
Yeah. I know everyone's always jealous of Hawaii. It is lovely. I understand. It's something that I would love to share with everyone is my home. And it is beautiful. We're just entering sunset soon. So it's the end of the day. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's just going to be a beautiful sunset. But so nice to be here with everyone. Thank you.
We love
Lots
you.
of love.
Everybody say, I love you to Tiana. This is a sign for I love you. International sign. Love you.
Yay, that's
love you.
exciting. I love all of you too.
Thank you. All right, next we have Robin Noble. Good to see you here, Robin.
Thank you, Lynn. Hello, everybody. We have just gone over the 994,000 mark. And you know what is so amazing with this company is that it is so relaxing and so wonderful to be able to tell people about this without the pressure. Having been in different businesses, even in a regular career, in a regular day job, there is so much pressure. And do you know the joy of being able to listen to somebody and know that there's a solution to help them, that you care enough about them to tell them what this is about? And that's in part why the mad rush is happening right now, because people are suddenly getting it, that this is going to be the last chance to get in or to help somebody at this point and this price point. This has been one of my biggest joys, and I know I was part of the dream creation of OnPassive, as were so many of you. In fact, almost 1 million of you were, because this is why we are here together. And the like-mindedness, the heart tethering that we have had going through this, the business minds that have brought this all together, that is what is uniting us. And those with the different levels of education and training and understanding are helping to train those of us who were not able to do this at the beginning. And yes, Mike Ellis, it is your fault. You have catapulted so many people from quiet, little, shy individuals, and you made it seem so easy through your words and through how you presented to remind some of us that it was in our hearts all along. And Ash provided the product and the beautiful company that we could share with other people without the pressure of having to feel that we had to make a sale like in so many other times. So as we move forward, I know it is exciting times. It's almost like a New Year's. I've had some of my teams say they've got champagne bottles getting ready for the countdown. And I just want to say how proud I am of the people that have trusted me and the people who have been in touch with me to join this incredible company. You are amazing. You're online here, but you're also around the world. And the connectivity that we've had, and the reason why I joined OnPassive was because I knew there were more than 200 countries in the world. And I wanted to be part of bringing them all together again. Take good care, everybody. Lynn and Ron, thank you for another amazing evening. And stay safe. I know we will be counting down together very shortly. Good night.
Thank you, Robin. You're always so eloquent when you express yourself. We appreciate you very much. Lovely. Next up, we have Rob Gorman. Hello, Rob. You still are muted. Okay, so we'll come back to you when you figure out how to unmute, honey. Okay, next we have Tim Dillon.
Thank you, Lynn.
And then, all right, and then after Tim, after Tim is Julie. Okay, you're next, Julie, after Tim. Okay, we're not forgetting about you. Go ahead, Tim.
Thank you, Lynn. My goodness, to see the Hollywood squares and to understand what's coming, I have to thank Mike Ellis. Mike, I saw your Milo and Julie interview. Oh my God. It was so good. I can't wait to see the next one. And Marty, you know, you do a great job on these lives at lunchtime. But there's somebody missing here. And I think Viviana would agree. It's very disappointing not to see Mike Horde here, because between Mike Horde and Viviana, they might be responsible for these Hollywood squares. because they did one of the first Zooms for OnPassive members. And I credit them with so much, and they deserve it. And I know Mike, Mr. H, as I say, I know that he is very busy with his building business. It's unfortunate we haven't seen him. He's a great guy.
Hey, Tim, let me just give them kudos, because Mike and Viviana, they were the first ones to do a webinar, guys. And Viviana's right there smiling. I haven't seen her for a while. It's good to see you, Viviana. But they were the first. So Tim's absolutely right. I needed to add that, Tim. That's all. Go ahead.
I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you for following up on that. You are incredible. Your interview with Julia Milo was off the charts. I can't wait for the next one.
It was all Julie and Milo. It had nothing to do with me.
I don't think so. Mike, you're very good at what you do. Marty's very good at what he does. And Dan is extremely at putting it to words. You're all three very valuable to the company. And we all have to appreciate that. And you have to add that big head in too, because he's part of the fun. And Kevin, he's got a great intellect and a very calm demeanor about what's going on. He's a big plus as well. Willow, oh my God, girl. Oh my goodness. I have no words for you. And Robin, I saw your interview with Julia Milo as well. Absolutely outstanding. And I understand why I relate to you so well. After what I went through in my accident, I understand how the brain gets messed up. It takes a while to get it back. I was fortunate that I didn't have the physical issues, but I do understand the mental ones. God bless you all.
Thank you so much for recognizing a lot of individuals who helped make OnPassive what it is today. You know, the people who started the webinars, well, we're grateful to them, Viviana and Mike Ford, who did so many webinars in the early stages of OnPassive, and a lot of our members here who have contributed in many different ways. So we appreciate you acknowledging their role in on what OnPassive is today. Thank you so much, Tim. Now we go on to Julie.
You're welcome, Lynn. They all deserved every word I said.
Certainly. Thank you so much for sharing. Now we go on to Julie Wen, who is going to talk about her very special Huntington Beach event tomorrow.
Thank you,
have the
Lynn.
floor.
Thank you so much, Lynn. I see your hub, your honey Rob is on. I tried to ask for unmute. Let's have him speak first, because I know he's been trying. So I'm sending him an unmute button. All you have to do is press it, Rob, and then speak, because I saw your mic unmuted before. If that's okay with you, Lynn.
Yes, certainly. He's trying so hard. Honey, do you see the ask to unmute?
It's
unmuted.
He is unmuted. All he needs to do is speak. So just speak, Rob.
Have him mute or toggle his button one time. See if that doesn't do it.
His mic is unmuted.
Right,
He's unmuted now.
unmuted
Honey,
right now.
honey, you're unmuted. Go ahead and speak, honey.
Lynn, walk over there, Lynn. Walk over there and help him out. Walk over there and help him out.
It's muted again. It's okay. I'll don't do anything, anyone. I'll send him the unmute. Let just one person do it only.
He's gonna ask you to unmute, and then you just click when you see it.
Just go speak, honey, speak.
No, you have to
speak.
click on it.
There you
now
go.
you're unmuted. Now speak.
We can hear you, Rob, just a little bit louder.
Hey, Lynn, let him come on over to your mic, Lynn. Lynn, your mic is working beautiful. Come on over to
Come here and
Lynn's mic.
speak here.
I'll mute the other one so that we don't have the echo.
Mute the other side.
I did already, Lynn. He can just come to yours.
Okay, you're fine. Just come this way.
It's so cute.
It's the first time he's asked to speak, so I was like kind of tickled that he wants to speak. Okay, here. Where are my earbuds?
Where are your earbuds? Obviously, I'm slightly technically challenged. Can't even do a Zoom.
Hi, Rob.
Hello, everybody.
Nice to meet you, Rob.
Nice to meet everybody. I listen to every webinar that is on this house, and I would say that's almost every webinar around the world. So I feel like I know most of you, and many of you, I should say. I will say that when Lynn got started in 2019 in March, she was what I would call a passive, OnPassive person. Over the last 2 years, she has become a spokesman worldwide for OnPassive. And I just wanted to let everybody know that watching that and watching all of you, it looks like 1 million people are going to affect 500 million people around the world. And that is amazing to me. And I'm proud to be a part of that, even though I'm in the background. And I look for great things down the road. And if there's a few apples that come everybody's way, okay. But if we can help the world, which is in a horrible state right now, not just the United States, but there are so many countries that don't have what we have in the United States and in Canada. That's my goal, is helping Lynn move this thing along. And I hope everybody else has the same goal, because it's a beautiful thing to help others. I've watched Lynn help others for 7 years, and she's probably going to do it long after I'm gone. So thanks to everybody for joining her and Ron on these webinars. Much appreciated. Good night, and I'm going to try to sign off.
That was so cute. Nice to meet you, Rob.
Oh, I'm so proud of him that he actually wanted to speak on the webinar. He's usually behind the scenes and very quiet. So that was nice. Thank you, honey. All right. Who do we have up? Got anybody else wanting to speak?
If that's okay, if I take my turn now.
Yeah, this is your turn. Yeah, this is you have the floor. Go for it.
Thank you, Lynn. That was really cute seeing you and Rob together. And you know, the best part of it, that if you have a husband or wife or a family that doing this with you, it's a truly blessing that you have that, because many of us are not having that. Because you know, when I meant that, I meant like another person that being there and doing this with you, having endless conversation with you. So I wanted to congratulate you and Rob for doing that together. Now, Tim took the words out of my mouth and talk about Mike Ellis. To be honest with you, I had such a great time seriously talking to Mike Ellis. Now, we all know Mike Ellis is a man that talk about OnPassive, deliver the best message of OnPassive, but we didn't know much about Mike Ellis. So having a time sitting there with him, I truly connected with him heart to heart, connected to him with what he is doing and just being who he is. So I said it on the show, and I'm going to say this again. when I see Mike the very first time, I'm going to throw my arms around Mike and I'm just going to give him the biggest hug that I can. So, and I would try to do it safely, Mike, but I do. And then in that conversation with Mike, he has mentioned several times, probably in that interview itself, I don't know, in the show itself, but in that interview, he had mentioned a couple of times about Mike, Marty, and Dan are sitting down together and talk together. I truly heard, and I know what he's really mean, that between these three, you want to listen to their conversation. So without even say any further thing, I'm going to have them on the show. I haven't asked them yet, but I really inspire me to have three of them on the show sometime soon, whenever their time is allowed. There's still two.
Oh, Julie, that would be so cool.
I honestly said I could not wait. I know I went past time, sorry, Lynn, but I cannot wait for three of them sitting together and just have a conversation. As you know, I do love to talk, but I love to listen too. So I'm just going to listen when they come to the show. So thank you, Mike, for giving us the opportunity to do that. And if you have not watched it, I think I posted in the Leadership Council. You can click on it, tap it, watch it several times. You really do. And that's only on the scratch on the surface. There's a lot more on this man, Mike Ellis. So that's a first thing that I like to talk about. The second thing I like to talk about is that, that Mr. Ashmore is wanting all of us to send our testimonial. I know I set the deadline was 2 days ago. It is going to end tonight. However, if you have not done it, I've seen a lot of passage that's sending through, but I have not seen from a lot of the people here. So I wanted to be here and I wanted to say, if you have not typed your testimonial for Mr. Ashmore, do it. Do one paragraph. Please make sure no mention about religious controversies, no mention about money, just be true to your heart, right? Because a lot of people is going to read this passage and a lot of people is going to tap in. Remember, OnPassive is not about making money. It's about the humanitarian. So tap in your heart and ask yourself, what type of humanitarians that I wanted to share to the world? Please do that. The instructions, it's in the back office in the Leadership Council. Scroll it down, you will see my post. You see my entire instruction there. When you send that over, please send it to the email that's set there, not the Leadership Council email, okay? Send it to that email and please make sure you include your picture as well. And the best picture that you can take is a selfie against a white wall. Just make sure you have a very clear focus on that. So that's the best thing. Thank you so much, Lynn, for giving me this opportunity to share about the event yesterday, coming up tomorrow. It's going to happen between the Julie and Milo show from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The event will go live at 3 p.m. Now, many of us are here. Many of us understand about OnPassive, but a lot of the guests that are attending our webinar, attending our event, might not own an online business, might not own any business. They're hardworking people. They really wanted to understand this opportunity in the simplest way. So tomorrow, in my presentation, there's 3 of us going to be doing the presentation, but in my part of conversation tomorrow, I will take the opportunity to the simplest way and relate it to all of us, which I'm going to tell my supermarket story, right? Everybody, you might have heard supermarket, you might not like it, but it's going to relate it. If you are the founder of OnPassive and you do not know or understand this opportunity that is giving it to you, please go. I'm not going to talk about tech because I am not going to even mention about tech part of it. And I know it is huge for all of us to see the tech part and get really excited about it. But trust me, I guarantee you, many of us here do not understand the business of OnPassive or the OnPassive itself. So tomorrow, I'm going to do my very best to deliver the message to the simplest way so that anyone can understand, right? That's my goal for tomorrow. And then I saw Bob here that talking about OChat, how his excitement about it. Trust me, his excitement about OChat, and I know why he's excited. Remember, it's an artificial intelligence. The OChat is a recorder machine, and I'm not a tech person. I can't explain tech, but I'm saying that OChat is the literally a machine that record all the conversation we are chatting with each other. Remember when we in a meeting and I told Mr. Ash, I said, I really don't understand about the tech part of it, but remember, it is kind of like artificial intelligence. Go out there, gather all the information, bring it back into the machine learning and sort it all out. That's OChat. And not only OChat does that, every single product of OnPassive does that. Artificial intelligence will be recording, will be taking everything that we talk about, the feeling, the typing, our habit of shopping, our habit of chatting, all of that getting together in this giant called machine learning, sort it out, and then shoot it back out to the world to see where the needs are. So that's the simplest way for me to be able to explain the artificial intelligence and machine learning part of it. I am so excited. I am fired up. I know a lot of us are very busy, and we are all busy. It is now a time to wake up all the giants, especially the giant people in your team that have been sleeping. This is the time to do that. So I do hope that everyone have a great evening today. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn, Ron, you are a perfect match, and I love you guys, and I love everyone's that being here. I appreciate you giving me the 6 minutes, I think, to share what I had to share tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you for contributing to our webinar. You've done so much for our founder community and for OnPassive itself. I'm sure the people here share my sentiment, saying that you have done a lot for us, and we love you and we appreciate you. Let's give her a hand, everybody. She does so much. Thank you so much, Julie. And I can't wait to hear your presentation tomorrow, because I want to make my presentation like yours, where it can be very simple, get to the heart of OnPassive, and speak to the masses who may not understand technical jargon. So I'm going to be there tomorrow helping you. I can co-host for you too as well. Okay, I'll be there for you. All right, thank you.
Sorry, Lynn, the link for tomorrow, I will be posting on the back office, and then I'm sure Chris and everyone will be sharing. It's the regular Julie and Milo show for tomorrow. So that's the link. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank you very much. I see Listra wants to say a couple words.
Quickly,
Go
yes.
ahead, Listra. Yes, go
Thank
ahead.
you. I will say this slowly but quickly. I am overwhelmed by everything I've heard here. My heart is so full. This is something that I never, ever thought that I would find, but I have. And oh my goodness, I feel as though I'm floating in air all the time. I'm just not walking, I'm floating. My family in the house, they think I'm off, I'm crazy, you know, but it's okay. They can call me crazy. I know what I'm doing. I know what I have here, and I love it. And I'm beginning to get emotional. So I'll say thank you. Good night.
Hey, Lester, I want to add one thing. Everybody that knows me thinks I'm crazy too. So I'm with you, okay? Yeah, everyone.
Thank you. That makes me feel so much better, Marty.
And how about this? Can we say we're proud to be crazy? We're OnPassive and crazy, and that's a good thing, being OnPassive crazy. I'm proud to be a crazy if that's the case. And I'm sure your people here feel the same way. So thank you very much. Oh, okay. What were you saying, Dr.? What did you say, Dr. Clinton? Say that one more time.
I am proud to be crazy. I love OnPassive.
It's a good crazy. It's a healthy crazy.
That's exactly right. That is. All right, we're going to be ending our webinar. I see Ty Young.
Hello,
raising
everybody.
his hand.
I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's participated in this at all. I mean, even if you like, comment, share, if you've done any videos or anything that you've done, you've helped grow the business to where it's at now. And it's because of all that work that's been done that a lot of people are still getting in. And that's going to affect and build everybody else's business for them too. So I think it's awesome. I think every one of these people sitting here right here is going to be compensated, well compensated, and I'm happy for that. I'm glad. You guys deserve it. And thank you for all the help.
Thank you, Ty. All right, we'll have one final sharer.
Let me say
be-
something to Ty real quick. Ty, you're going to be very well compensated too. So we're in a good place.
All right. Okay. I see there's so much inspiration. Everybody wants to speak. So we'll let it more speakers speak, but can you speak for maybe 1 minute? 1 minute? Okay. Then we don't want to go overtime too much. Go ahead, Robert. You have to
Hi,
unmute.
everybody. Yeah, I won't take too long. I just wanted to say hi, and I'm just overwhelmed too with the size of the company here. You're all awesome, loving people, and I'm very proud to be a member of OnPassive. This is one big journey I'll never forget, for sure. Thank you very much. I just wanted to get on here and say hi and get used to talking with everybody, get to know you, and get to know me. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night, morning, afternoon.
Thanks, Robert. Hi, Tina.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, world, and the LC members, the panelists, and everyone who's here. I just want to acknowledge Mike Alice. Mike Alice, you are the draw to my team. I've shared your automated, 100% automated, the perfect company and the milestone, and they're just coming in. And the people that couldn't come in, I'm blessed with this enough mindset that I've gifted angels into Chris Angel's list as well. Thank you so much.
I'm glad it's working for you. Absolutely.
All right. I lost the screen. Oh, you're back. My screen disappeared for a second. I'm glad I see you all again. All right. Thanks, Tina. Thanks for sharing that. All righty. So we've come to the end of Friday Night Live. Know that it's weekly. And Marty just gave us a new link for this webinar, and it's good for 3 months. So if you don't see our link, just keep the link in somewhere in your notes, because it's going to be the same webinar link for 3 months, right? That'll make it easy for everyone. So today I want to thank Marty for being our host. He's always the host of our webinar. We get to use the corporate account, which means we can have as many people as we need on the webinar. We want to thank Bruce, who is co-host today, and he helped me bring people into the panelist list. Chris, who's always there, always faithful, always there for us. Thank you for posting in the back office so that people would know about the webinar. Thank you to Kevin, who does the lovely graphics that we all enjoy. And thank you to Ron, my co-host, who is, I'm glad, he's fishing. Everybody needs downtime, right? We all love OnPassive, but we also need to have a life. And he's doing what he most loves, and that is fishing. So we wish him well. Thank you to Mike Ellis. I know he said he was very busy today, but he made the time to come and be with us. We love you, Mike, for coming, even despite your busy schedule. We appreciate you. Thank you to Dan Street. Dan Street is also one of the three, Marty, Mike, and Dan, the trio, who does a lot behind the scenes. But as Marty has always said, he's an essential part of the trio, right, Marty? He does so much for you. So we appreciate Dan that you came tonight. Thank you to Robin, who shared with us, Robin Noble. Viviana, thank you so much for being here. We sense all your excitement, enthusiasm. That was lovely. And Jeffrey Morlock, who came in for a few minutes. I think he was busy, but he popped in, and that was very nice. So thank you to all of you, and we look forward to seeing you next week on Friday Night Live. Lots of love from Ron and myself. We love you all.
Good night, everybody
you.
from Canada.
Good night,
Everybody can
I love you
unmute.
all.
Good night from Canada. Good night,
Good night from
everybody.
Singapore.
Hey, good night.
Everybody
from Houston.
Good night.
Good
Good night.
Houston,
Be safe.
Texas.
Good
Boom,
night.
everybody.
Good night.